నిజం చెప్పాలంటే మన ఆహ్వానం కంటే కూడా గజేంద్ర షెకావత్ గారు ఆయన మంత్రిగా ఉన్నప్పటికీ ఆయన ఒక పార్టీ నాయకుడిగా కార్యకర్తగా ఆయనకు ఎక్కువ సమయం విలువ ఇచ్చేటువంటి వ్యక్తి. సో వీ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ టు రిక్వెస్ట్ హిమ్. ఇక్కడ పార్టీ ఉందని తెలిసి వారే నేను ఒక ప్రస్తావించగానే తప్పనిసరిగా వెళ్దామని అన్నారు. సో ఈరోజు టైట్ షెడ్యూల్ ఉన్నప్పటికీ అనేక సమావేశాలు, ఇంటర్నేషనల్ కాన్ఫరెన్స్, వ్యవసాయానికి సంబంధించినటువంటి సాగునీటికి సంబంధించినటువంటి అంశాలపైన అంతర్జాతీయ సదస్సు ఈరోజు ఇక్కడ విశాఖపట్నంలో జరిగింది. వారు దానిలో ముఖ్య అతిథిగా వచ్చి ఈరోజు కేంద్ర వాటర్ రిసోర్సెస్ శాఖ, నీటి రంగానికి సంబంధించినటువంటి శాఖ కేబినెట్ మంత్రిగా షెకావత్ గారు ఉన్నారు. వారు రాజస్థాన్లో జోధ్పూర్ నుంచి పార్లమెంటు సభ్యులుగా ఉంటూ పార్టీకి విశేషమైనటువంటి సేవలు అందిస్తూ ఎన్నికల మధ్యలో హడావిడిలో రాజస్థాన్లో 25వ తేదీ నవంబర్ 25న అక్కడ అసెంబ్లీ ఎన్నికలు ఉన్నప్పటికీ కూడా ఇది వారి శాఖకు సంబంధించినటువంటి ఒక ప్రత్యేక అంతర్జాతీయ సమావేశం కనుక దీనికి 1.5 సంవత్సరం క్రితమే సమయం ఇచ్చారు కనుక మరి దాని కమిట్మెంట్ ప్రకారం ఈరోజు ఉదయం రావటం జరిగింది విశాఖపట్నానికి. మరి ఇక్కడ పార్టీ స్థితిగతులన్నీ కూడా రాగానే వారు ముందుగా ప్రశ్నించి అడిగింది పార్టీ నిర్మాణం ఎలా ఉంది, పార్టీ స్థితిగతులన్నీ తెలుసుకొని వారి శాఖకు సంబంధించి వారి పర్యటనకు సంబంధించిన వివరాలు మంత్రి గారికి వివరిస్తారు. సో మంత్రి గజేంద్ర సింగ్ షెకావత్ గారిని మిమ్మల్ని ఉద్దేశించి, పత్రికా విలేకరులను ఉద్దేశించి, అలాగే పార్టీ కార్యకర్తలను ఉద్దేశించి మాట్లాడవలసిందిగా అభ్యర్థిస్తున్నాం.
On my left, on my left, my friend and my fellow parliamentarian, Mr. G.V.L. Narasimha Rao ji, my brother Kashi Vishwanath Raju, and the friends on the senior leaders on the dais. As I could make out of the deliberation which Mr. G.V.L. Narasimha Rao has stated right now, that I am here to attend an international conference. It's a commission which has its headquarters in India, and this commission is known as International Commission for Irrigation and Drainage. It's a flagship body which all the countries of the world are members, and it is an age old. It was established in 1949 and work to bring everybody on single platform so that everyone can learn from everyone with their experiences, with their good practices, and to build a better future as far as irrigation and drainage of water is concerned. So the last annual conference which had happened in Adelaide, Australia, government of Andhra Pradesh had requested that we offer that next conference can be organized. If you support it, can be organized and supported by us to organize in Visakhapatnam, and this is how this conference has come here. I must express my gratitude to the government of Andhra Pradesh. Today the inaugural session was there. It was attended by the Chief Minister also. In this conference, almost 50 odd companies, representatives, the government officers, and the ministers and the representatives of different bodies all across the world, almost from 50 countries, they are here today in Visakhapatnam. Mostly we deliberated on a couple of things, that is how the water can be stored, how the storage capacities can be increased, how the water use efficacy, that minimum quantum of water, maximum utilization can happen for irrigation, how the groundwater can be recharged, and the fourth one is that how that water which is being used in the urban areas and rural areas can be recycled and used for the irrigation and other purposes. Because we all are aware that water is a finite source. It's not an infinite, that it's a limited quantity what we are having. Though we cannot measure because we are not aware that how much quantity of water is there under the earth, which is the biggest reservoir and which is the biggest source for our all requirements. Maybe it is irrigation, maybe it is agriculture, or it is domestic purposes, or for industry. Almost 65% of our need is being met by the underground water, and that is why our underground water resources are under stress. Though Government of India under the leadership of Modi ji The world is amazed to see that how holistically India looking towards the challenge, what and magnanimity of the challenge for in the water sector for the future. How Government of India under the leadership of Modi ji is holistically addressing this. You all will be happy to hear that India is the country which is investing highest in the world, if in terms of this 5 year or a decade, if I say about, our investment in this sector, water sector, of Government of India only, alone, not the state governments, or if I club both of the state governments and Government of India, both I put together, then it is as good as 250 billion US dollars, means 2 million crore rupees, 20 lakh crore, I don't know how much, how do you address 2 million crore rupees. So this is how Government of India in under the leadership of Mr. Modi, we are addressing it. So India is a pioneer in this sector. There was a conference. You all are aware that Government of India is supporting Jal Jeevan Mission to provide each and every household the tap connections, and I'm so happy and glad to share that when we initiated this program under direction of Modi ji in 2019, only 16% of houses in our country were getting drinking water through pipes and taps in their houses. And if I say in exact numbers, it is out of 19.5 almost crore households are there in rural India. Only 323.23 crore houses were getting drinking water. Now, as on date, despite 2.5 years was COVID affected years, but still now we have achieved the status of 69%, 16 to 69. And by the end of this year, when the mission is going to be completed, we are sure that we will be able to cover each and every household. 13 crore households, more than 13.5 crore houses are getting drinking water through pipes in their home. So 3 to 13 now we have reached. And it is going to bring a big boost in the health parameters and yardsticks of the people on rural India, and it is going to give a big boost to the GDP of India also. So this is how we are working. We are working on increasing the irrigation capacities also. Under Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana scheme, what we have taken, almost 2 million hectares new land has come under the command and irrigation. And that has changed the fate of millions of the farmers and their life and livelihood. So this is how we are addressing the water sector and challenges of water sector holistically. I don't wish to get in details of that, but we had a discussion. But I can say with proud that like all other sectors, you can consider or evaluate any sector in the world or any sector of the life, India is now a leading country. But as far as the water and sanitation are concerned, under the leadership of Modi ji, now we can speak with the pride in the world. When we stand and we rise on any of the platform in the world, when we say, then we rise as a champion and we speak that we have done it. All other countries, maybe they are developing countries or developing countries, they consider us as a winner, as a leader in this sector. When I was addressing in the Stockholm Water Week in 2019, after India became the open defecation free, after my delivery of my speech, almost representatives, the ministers or the prime ministers of 48 odd countries, they came to India Pavilion and they congratulated us. Not only congratulated, they sought our support that how India, if India can do it, then we can also do it. They were all developing nations, countries from Africa, countries from Asia, countries of from all around the world. They wanted our support that you please extend handholding to us, and we will also do the same programs. We would like to do the same programs in our country. This is how India under the leadership of Modi ji is progressing in water and sanitation sector, which is primarily being looked after by my ministry. But apart from that, right from the land to the moon, everywhere India has made their footprint under the leadership of Modi ji. We have done a lot. We are the fastest growing economy. We are the fastest recovered economy. after the pandemic, we have come out of all the challenges and we have created new benchmarks as far as the economy is concerned. So this is how India is progressing. And simultaneously, BJP is also progressing. So under the leadership of Modi ji, BJP have progressed a lot. Now we are creating our footings in all other states where we were not having that type of prominence as in my state, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan and other northern Indian states were having. But I am sure that under the leadership of the dynamic leaders like Kashi Vishwanath Raju and Jivil Narasimha Rao and all others sitting on the dais and the workers, the dedicated team of workers like yourself, we certainly are going to make our footprints here in the Andhra Pradesh also. And I am clearly, I can visualize that picture that someday will come and soon it will come when BJP's flag will be rising high in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Thank you very much. So these plannings primarily to be done by the state governments. So if I speak about this sector, many of the cities and many of the states have taken and started some initiatives. But apart from that, we have initiated a platform of River City Alliance. The cities which are located on the bank of rivers, how the government and the local body governments and the people of that particular city should plan and proceed to give sustainability to the rivers on the bank, on which the bank of those rivers which the cities are located. And that framework have become so successful and vibrant. So 2 years ago when we have taken this initiative with a couple of countries which can be counted on the hand, now that has scaled up to 121 cities. And having success on this, when I spoke about this River City Alliance on an international program, in an international conference, many of the countries, they have expressed their interest that this type of model should come up as an international alliance. So under the leadership of Modi ji, we are progressing in that direction also.
What is the progress of the Polavaram project?
Polavaram is being constructed by the state of Andhra Pradesh. The new cost, revised cost estimate is under progress. The state government officials and Ministry of Water Resources Development in Andhra Pradesh, they have submitted their papers on 19th of last month, on October only. It was 2 weeks ago. For the evaluation, we have established a revised cost estimate committee, and that committee is looking into the proposal what have been submitted and papers what have been submitted by the government of Andhra Pradesh. I have given them a fixed time of 2 weeks so that they can evaluate and give their report. Once the report will come, then we will send it to the cabinet for further approval and further fund allocation. The fund is available, they are working, but the further fund allocation can also be ensured once it is approved by the cabinet.
Last 2 days,
I should not speak much about that because that is not primary concern by our offer. It is to be done, planned, execute and operate by the state government, as this subject is a state subject.
మరిన్ని వీడియోస్ కోసం ఛానల్ ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి, లేటెస్ట్ అప్డేట్స్ కోసం వాట్సాప్ ఛానల్ ని ఫాలో చేయండి అండ్ లింక్ డిస్క్రిప్షన్ లో ఉంది.